comes going through on the inside, and it looks like Bartolini's got it. Tractor's well placed though in second, ahead of Carlson, Pichon on Honda, Strybos on Honda. De Maria is quite a long way back at this stage, and Remy Van Ries on Kawasaki. But at the moment it's Honda from a couple of Suzukis. And you can see Bartolini looking very comfortable out in front. And on this circuit, you'll notice the guys taking very different lines. And a lot of that today will be because there's De Maria going through, starting to work his way up through the field already. He's starting now to challenge Dave Strybos. But because it's so muddy, you'll find the guys are sort of staggering and taking alternate lines through so they don't get all the muck thrown up at them. So it's still Bartolini. And Pedro Tractor looks really quite comfortable. Mikhail Pichon is in there as well, but Yves de Maria is starting to challenge now. And he's riding a brilliant end to the season, de Maria. He really is. This is the man who should have been riding like this for the last 2 seasons, really. And look, he takes the inside line, and on the outside, you can see them side by side. Bartolini and de Maria moves into the lead. Completely different lines there. And he rides so fluently. His favorite star rider is Jean-Michel Bale, and he rides in such a similar fluid style as he moves into the lead. Bartolini second, Pedro Tractor third at this stage, and Remy Van Ries is in fourth position, and right behind him Mikhail Pichon, the French rider on a Honda, he was running in about fourth place, and then he lost a few places in laps 3 and 4, and he's now starting to work his way back up through the field again. But look at De Maria go. Beautiful riding, absolutely superb stuff. Pedro Tractor, I think, probably quite comfortable in third position. He's not going to risk anything really at this stage, although he's got, you know, a few motos in hand. And this is unbelievable because Yves de Maria has actually crashed out of it and gone down, way down. So the win now goes to Bartolini. Tractor inherits second place and 17 points. Third place goes to Pichon, and Yves de Maria, heaven knows what happened to him, but he comes in fourth position. So everyone congratulating Pedro. He's only got a few points now before he can inherit that #1 place, as long as everything goes all right, of course. It's the kiss of death when I say things like that. Now let's see what he thinks about the proceedings.
First manche, only 3 points away from the world title. How do you feel?
I feel very good. I need 3 points more, and that's enough for the World Championship, so I'm happy.
Second manche, your own moto, or you're going to follow de Maria?
I think my own moto is the best, so you must not thinking on the bike, so you have to ride the best.
Well, crucial stuff this as we kick off with Heat 2 of the Australian Grand Prix. Things drying out a little bit on this start section here. It's still quite muddy, but the rest of the circuit's dried out considerably, and Bartolini does it again. Extraordinary. Bartolini on Honda, then Chiodi on Honda, but look at these guys who've gone down. Strybos and Tractor isn't in there, thank heavens. But Van der Berg was there. But out in front, Bartolini, Chiodi, Pichon, 3 Hondas. Carlson, de Maria, not a very good start from him again. Local rider Ashkenazi on Suzuki, and Frédéric Vial as well. And you can see that Pedro Tractor, oh, it's a long way down, as is that Czechoslovak rider, but he's okay. So Bartolini having a tremendous weekend here. Look at him. And in second place, Alessio Chiodi, the 2 Italian Honda riders, making a point about next season, and Pedro Tractor is sort of working his way gently up through the field. But I mean, I'm sure he'll be happy with running almost where he is now, as long as he can keep out of trouble and make sure that nobody takes him out. That's the last thing he wants. Currently running in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th position, I think, at this stage. So he might want to make up a couple of places, but Bartolini is storming away here. But starting to be caught by Yves de Maria. You can see him there flying high, having had a pretty naff start. He started down in about 5th place, and he's working his way up through the field right now, as is Joachim Carlson, another one of the Chesterfield Suzuki riders, Pedro Tractor's teammate, who moves up into 2nd place behind Bartolini. And de Maria is starting now to challenge Alessio Chiodi. And there's Tractor running in 7th position. So Bartolini still out in the lead. Bright sunshine now. And that's going to mean great conditions for the 3rd and final moto of the season. But will that be necessary for Pedro Tractor? Everyone holding their breath as he comes through in 7th position. And that is enough to clinch the world title. And we wait for him to cross the line. Bartolini takes it from Carlson, from De Maria, from Chiodi, from Pichon, Ashkenazi. A good ride by the Australian Suzuki rider. But Pedro Tractor coming round the corner now, and here comes the new world champion. 125cc for 1993. He'll be wearing the #1 plate next year, and a brilliant season by Pedro. Celebrations as expected, of course. Greeted with some Aussie sunshine and some Aussie blue skies as well. And everybody in the Chesterfield Suzuki team are going absolutely bananas, as you would expect. So 7th position, just enough. Great riding by Carlson, who gave De Maria and the rest of the boys a real run for their money. But all eyes on Pedro Tractor now. Well, it's back to business as Tractor has to mount up again, strap on his helmet and move off with Heat 3. And a brilliant start by the new world champion. Well, you wouldn't have thought he'd bother, but he's got the whole shot and he's through there ahead of De Maria and Dave Strybos. So he's making an effort, he's putting on a good show, but Yves De Maria just takes him now on lap 3. And I don't think Tractor's going to push too hard, to be honest with you. But problems for De Maria now. And this is disappointing for the Frenchman. He's got trouble with his Suzuki and they're screaming past him. So Tractor is in the lead at the moment. Extraordinary stuff, really. With Dave Strybos, the ex-world champion, in 2nd place. 3rd place, Remy Van Rees. 4th place, Andrea Bartolini, the Italian Honda rider. John van der Berg parked up there, looking at the view. So this really is, De Maria going again, this really is a lap of honour for Tractor, really. And I should think Strybos will be having a good go at him to get a few much needed points. And here you see the two of them. An ex-world champion from 1986 having a go at the new world champion, who will just wave him past, I should think. He has no axe to grind at this stage. Honda move into the lead, ahead of Suzuki, ahead of Remy Van Rees on Kawasaki. And then Marcel van Drunen's in there, another Dutch rider. So we've got 3 Dutch riders up there in the top sort of 6 or 7. And Kim Ashkenazi, he had a very good 2nd leg, you'll remember. And the Suzuki rider from Australia, number 52, is doing well again here. But that is not to be for Pichon. As Strybos takes the checkered flag, the new world champion comes in 2nd place. Remy Van Rees in 3rd place. From Bartolini, from Van Drunen, from Ashkenazi, Chiodi, Leon Gispas in 8th place as well. So those are the results of Heat 3. And I think it's time probably to take a look at the overall standings, the final standings in the World Championship. And up the top there is a new name, Pedro Tractor, going where other great names have been before, like Greg Albertine, Stefan Everts, Donny Schmidt, Trampus Parker, Jean-Michel Bale, John van der Berg, Dave Strybos, Pekka Vekonen, going back to 85, all the world champions. So as he returns to his home ground, a lovely presentation ceremony for the newly crowned world champion from Suzuki. Just look at this. That's the sort of thing you want in your Christmas stocking. A superb road machine as a gift and a bonus for the world champion, who's absolutely taken aback by it. I think he was going to get the new 1994 Suzuki. A champion with a heart. So well done to the Chesterfield Suzuki team, and well done to Pedro Tractor. We look forward to his racing.